So you've been through some things and you've overcome some things, but where is your book? I know that you have a desire to write a book and you've probably had that desire for such a long time. And there's some shifts that need to be made in order for your book to become your reality. You've overcome some things, you've experienced some things, you've gained some wisdom and knowledge and understanding about some things. You have treasures that you've pulled from the deep, from the darkest experiences in your life. You're educated about some things, you know how to teach some things. You can help other people not go through some things. You can help expedite their process through some things. But where is your book? You know, before I became an author, I thought about being an author. I thought about documenting my story, documenting my journey, but it took on many faces, you know, meaning I had to go through some things in order to really lock in and accept the fact that I was an author and this book needed to be in the earth and on the bookshelves around the world. What I mean by that is you have to step out of the dream of having a book or being an author, step out of the fantasy of it, step out of the fame of it, because see, all of those states bring on different emotions and feelings about the idea of having your book and becoming an author. Oh, I can't speak, or oh, I fumble over my words, or oh, after I become an author, now I have to sell the book, or after I become an author, now I have to show up and speak about the book, or after I become an author, now people are going to want to, place demands on me for certain things, or now that I'm an author, I have to come away from behind my computer and I have to, face the world and things like. You'd be surprised at the thoughts that come up, the beliefs that come up, the things that could be scary or cause us to hesitate when it comes down to writing your book. You think that you haven't written your book yet for one reason. It could be something else. I'm just stopping by to let you know that your book is not a fantasy. It's not a dream. It's not just something you thought about that would be nice to have. It's not a nice to have. It's not just something that would be fun or something that will make you look good. Your book is necessary. If you've overcome something in this world, you're obligated to tell others how you did it and shorten their process and bring more joy and peace and fulfillment into their lives by sharing your experience. If you've gathered certain knowledge about something and you know that it's in demand and that there are other people, other than yourself that need that information so that they don't have to squander around life spending years looking for what you already know. You're obligated. It's your responsibility to package it in a book so that it's available for other people who are experiencing what you've experienced. If you have something deep inside your heart, if you notice a gap in the world, if you're always complaining about this particular thing, or you notice that something disturbs you that doesn't disturb a lot of people around you, that might be the thing that you need to write about or educate people about or share. Where is your book? Whatever you've experienced in your life up until this point, you're still here. You're listening to this message. You're still breathing. You're still living. Where is your book? You know why I say that? Because dreams die, but dreams don't die, but people do. I've said that for years to my attractive thing for clients. Dreams don't die, but people do. Your dream is not dead. It's right where you left it. Dreams don't die. They're right where you left them. And if you want to see how true that is, go back to where you stopped believing. And I guarantee you, your dream is right there. And all you have to do is pick it up and put some action to it, believe in it again, and start putting action to it and bringing it to life, making it come alive. Dreams don't die, but people do. And when that other part, see, I talked about the part where dreams don't die. Let's talk about the part where people do. I always say I am creating, living, and leaving a legacy that speaks when I no longer can. People do die. They die every day. Think about this. How do you want people to experience you? How will you exist in two worlds when you're gone? Think about someone that you admire, or some artist that you just love their music, or an author, or a speaker. Famous speakers have passed away all around the world. Scientists, people who've invented fantastic and amazing ideas that we enjoy, and it has advanced our lives. Think about somebody that you admire. What if, I'm saying, think about somebody that you admire and they're no longer here. What if they never did what they did? What if they never went the extra mile? What if their book was never on the shelf? What if they never created that product or service that makes your life easier, that you use every single day? What if they never did that? What if they allowed the thoughts that are holding you back? What if they allowed those thoughts to hold them back? Where would we be as a world? Where would we be as humanity? Where would we be as entrepreneurs? Where would we be as singers and dancers and authors and business owners and parents, teachers, leaders around the world? Where would we be? Because all of us glean on something. All of us admire something or someone. All of us pull our strength from something. When I was going through my challenge, my defining moment, and my dark space in the world that was strengthening me for what I'm doing right now, I didn't have a book, and I was a reader. I always had books around me, all around my house. I've always had books around. I couldn't find one book that addressed what I was going through. So I wrote the book in an attempt to give what I didn't have. Where is your book, attractive thinker? I know where it is. If it's not on the shelf, then it's locked up inside of you. If your book is not already on the shelves around the world where books are sold, then it's locked up inside of you. It's buried deep inside of you. Now, you might say, well, Dr. Tony, yes, I've had an idea of being an author, but I don't know what to write about. What have you been through? What have you experienced? What have you learned? What do you see people struggling with that you have an answer to that you can package it in a book? Because if you see one person struggling with it, then there are millions of them just like them. If you dealt with it, then there are millions of people just like you that dealt with it. You might say, well, I don't know, yeah, I've been through some things, but I don't want to write about that. You're not writing about what you've been through. You're going to touch on it a little bit to give people an idea that you've come through something, that you're qualified to speak on this topic. Then you go into the gems that you've discovered along the way. It's impossible to go through something in this life that changed you and you not come out with something that you can share to help someone else on their journey. So my question to you, attractive thinker, is where is your book? I'm not letting you off the hook. It's not okay to live another day without doing something to give birth to that story that's inside of you, to those answers that are inside of you. Why take them with you when you leave here? What good are they? Who are they going to benefit when we're gone? No, they're for the life that we're living now. They're for the earth that we're living in now. So where is your book? If it's not on the shelf, then it's buried inside of you. Click the link somewhere in my profile, somewhere on this page. Click the link and book a complimentary consultation, because as an attractive thinker, I can support you in reshaping your story in such a way that you actually see the gems that you left in your journey. Sometimes we come out of things and we're so glad to come out of them. Or sometimes we learn things and we think we're learning it for ourselves. We went and got all this education and we just thought we were getting it so we could advance our lives, not understanding that there are millions of people around the world that will pay you for the knowledge that you have, for the experiences that you have. You could shorten somebody's process. If you could shorten their pain, wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you do it? Where is your book? Your book is not about you. Yes, you experienced it, but your book, you putting it in a book, is for the world. It's not just so you can say, I have a book, or you can look at it on your desk in the office or on the shelf in your library. That's not what the purpose of your book is for. Your book is for the world. It's an opportunity for you to multiply yourself. When I wrote the Attractive Thinker book, my son looked at the book when the books came in the box. It was so exciting. And when he took the book out the box, he looked at it and he said, Mom, you multiplied yourself. Now you're all over the world. Now your thoughts, your ideas, your perspectives, the lessons that you learned, the gems that you discovered along the way, the truths, the hidden secrets, the way life works, what you pulled from your pain. See, when you write a book, you're making a statement. You're saying that, yes, I've experienced this, but I pulled something so powerful out of it that I can use it to benefit the lives of others. Yes, you coming through your experience benefited you, but your book can benefit others. That's all I'm going to say. Just wanted to stop out for a few minutes and interrupt your day and ask you, where is your book? Because if it's not on the shelf, it's buried deeply inside of you. Dr. Tony Hatton here, CEO of The Attractive Thinker, where we support you with mental tools for mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance. You always hear me say, my life's work, that is to make your life better. Remember, it is not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think attractively, and I'll see you soon.